think the classic mistakes that people make with the fairway woods, and particularly the 3-wood, can be broken down into two categories. The first one would be using the club at the wrong time, so using it when it's inappropriate. And the second one would be trying to use it with the wrong technique. But let's cover the first one, they're using it at the wrong time. The classic thing I see as a golfer gets to the golf ball, they look up here and there's 250 yards to go on a big par 5. So they reach for the 3-wood, they walk up to the ball, and then they realise the ball's in a bad lie. Now if that ball's in a bad lie, let's say it's sitting down in a divot or it's in a bit of a low spot with not much grass underneath it, it immediately becomes a very, very difficult shot. But I've already got the club in my hand. My playing partners and mates are waiting for me to go, and I feel like there's pressure now for me to hit this shot rather than go back to my bag. In that scenario, I've already made myself a mistake and it's already going to be quite difficult to get out of this. I could then hit this club from that lie and I don't hit it particularly well. You know, if the ball's sitting down in a bad lie, I might feel the best I can do is shovel it forwards, hitting the top of the ball only, and it's gone 100 yards and it's a pretty poor shot. And what I'd have been much better doing there is throwing the 3-wood back in the bag and grabbing a 7-iron. I'd have hit it further than that. Or it might have even been even better, don't get the 3-wood out the bag at all. Go and have a look at the shot from next to the ball. Go and have a look at the lie and see how the ball is actually sitting, and then choose the appropriate club. Then you don't have the shame of putting the 3-wood back and taking the 7-iron out. You assess the shot, not just on its distance, but on the lie as well. The second consideration might be that if I am choosing the 3-wood and I do feel like I'm in a good position and I'm ready to go with it, I don't want to sweep the ball into the air too much. I don't want to try and scoop the ball up into the air. If I have the ball too far forwards, almost like a driver, because it feels like a driver, it's a long club. If I have the ball too far forwards like it is with a driver, I might feel like I'm leaning back and trying to lift the ball into the air. So the ball's too far forwards, the body weight's too far back, I'm trying to give it a sweep up into the air, and I hit the top of the ball and the ball barely moves. You can't believe how difficult that shot is to do that badly, by the way. That was awesome. So if I only hit the top of the ball like that and the ball barely moves at all, I was leaning back far too much, I was scooping the ball up into the air, and that's not the way to be. So when we're taking this 3-wood, I really want you to get the practice and the feeling like you're just going to bruise the turf. So when we set up to the ball nicely, we're just bruising the turf. So I'm not taking divots, but I'm not hitting the top of the ball either. Bruising the top of the turf like that should give you the best chance to get that 3-wood from a good lie. So first things, make sure it's a good lie. If it's not a good lie, leave the 3-wood, take the 7-iron. When you've got yourself in a good situation and a good lie, just bruise the turf on the way through with the 3-wood, and hopefully you can avoid those two classic mistakes. Your fairway wood game will improve as well.